e-com in particular is going through a really strange phase right now, because if you think of the growth of e-commerce, really supported by and propelled by this, all of a sudden, opportunity for optionality, right? Like as more and more people got exposed to online stores, product from all over the world, it's like you fell away from being like, ooh, I can't buy these certain types of things, or I wish there were these types of things. All of these things existed in different ways. And as e-commerce matured, they became essentially accessible, right? And that was just like wild when you're like, hey, here's a product I can't buy anywhere, I can't get anywhere, and literally shipped from the other side of the planet, and it went from door to door in 3 days. So I think e-commerce originally grew so much because of that, because now the shackles were off and you could get stuff everywhere. Now, though, on that product side, I think what's happening is that there's too many options. Like now everyone knows that you can get everything. And it went from being like, hey, you used online to buy these really experiential, these really great products from different brands and different places all over the world, to like, I could go on Amazon today and buy a pen. And I mean like a commodity pen. And they're like, yeah, we'll ship it to you. Do you want it for free? So I think that there's a lot of challenge there, as now all of a sudden the fact that you can sell is no longer the draw. And now you have to focus so much more on like, how do I really connect with my customer, and why are they going to pick me? Because they can choose from so many other people. On the service provider side, that's been equally the sort of the rise, and I'll call it fall, or the opportunity and the challenge, because it's like when people were shipping from everywhere, people were more willing to pay because these costs were getting passed on, because people were buying these experiential products and like, I can't get this anywhere else. What do I care if there's $25 shipping on it, so to speak? These days, though, as everyone is trying to sell more, offer more, use price, especially as a big value driver, that puts a ton of pressure now on service providers to be able to do the work for lower and lower costs, which I definitely have strong opinions about that race to the bottom. And then on top of it, there's just not as much margin. As the orders are increasing, right, the average order value is actually falling, which means that I have less and less margin or space in that transaction to pay those higher shipping prices. So I keep looking for more ways to get things done cheaper in a different way, this and that. So you tie that on with the fact that companies like Amazon, for example, have just set these expectations that are really wild in the sense of what they do. It's just created a really challenging time for both brands and service providers to meet consumer expectations in a way that is actually sustainable for a business, because no one is in it to essentially fund it from VC funding, fund it from loans, fund it from wherever else. Like the business has to make money, right?